Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video I want to do something different, and I'm going to share with you flowers that I started from seeds. Yes, so I'm not sure if you remember this cut flower garden area. You can see I have a lot of zinnias in here along with my sunflowers. Yes friends, I've been babying this area because normally the squirrels, they love sunflower. Just look at that. In addition to just having beautiful blooms, you can see these are wonderful plants for your pollinators. I'm waiting to see my hummingbird come over here because you know the hummingbirds love zinnias. Anyway, so I have my seed packet here with me, and I'm going to share with you the seeds I did and probably if I would do them again. All right, so first up we have zinnias. These are from Raw Seeds, friends. I love these. Okay, as you can see, you cannot go wrong with zinnias. So I did several zinnias here. So here's this mixture, and then we have the royal purple. This is the royal purple, and this is what it looks like. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? Alrighty friends, and next up we have Envy. Yes, this Envy is just a green zinnia. Just look at it. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is a new bloom, a young bloom, as you can see. And then over here, this one is probably a couple of days old. So that's the difference. It's so pretty. It definitely balances out the different colors you get from your zinnias. So once again, that one is Envy. And then friends, I also did the cherry zinnia. I think the seed packet is inside, but this one right here, let me show you what it looks like. Look at this cherry zinnia, friends. Yes, oh my goodness, I'm waiting for the hummingbirds to come over here. Absolutely gorgeous. And then in here friends, do you see how this one is different? This one is a cactus zinnia. I think this one, the seeds probably from the dollar store. Most of these you can find at the dollar store. This one you cannot find. This one is the cherry red. It's beautiful. But I've seen the cactus looking one at the dollar store before, and I've seen this regular looking one. It's called lily pot, I think, at the dollar store. And over here we have more coming out. Friends, oh my goodness, just look at this dainty bloom. So you can see all between here, there's more on the side coming out. And let me go around and show you the sunflowers. All right friends, so I did two sunflowers. One is a velvet queen. I'm not seeing oranges yet. And then the other one is this mix packet by Raw Seeds. This one is a Fantasia mix. This is the pollen-free cut flower. So this is the one you would probably want to purchase if you're going to sell cut flowers, or if you just prefer just to have sunflowers without the pollen, right? Because you know with the pollen from the sunflower, it can get really messy. So here's this one. I am waiting to see the white and this one and the orange. I'm waiting for those to open up. Not sure which ones they are, but let's enjoy what we have here. And behind here you could see a spent bloom. I don't know about you friends, but when I see sunflowers, they just make me happy. Let's see this one here. Here's another one. And let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this one is so pretty. I'm telling you, I'm happy just to see my sunflowers in bloom, because I've always struggled with the squirrels getting my flowers, getting my sunflowers and eating them before I can even enjoy the bloom. Alrighty, so this is what I have here on the cut flower side. So I wanted to make sure I record it so you can actually see it. So let's go around the garden and let me share with you what other seeds I did and if I'll be doing them again. So these guys here, I definitely will be doing them again. Alrighty friends, over here, yes, look like something was eating it, but that's okay. This guy is the Amarand Josephs C. Friends, I had an extra seedling left over, and guess what I did? Look at this craziness. I put it in this container with the hydrangea, and look at this. It's just funny looking, right? But this one is the Amarand Josephs C. And I'm going to take you over on the other side of the garden to show you what it looks like. Right now it's not looking the best. It's summer, the plants are very tired, but let me take you over and show you what it looks like. And I think this insect right there is eating the foliage, but you know, that's okay. Alrighty friends, here we are in the container. Do you see how it look different from the other one? Yes, this is getting tired. I think it's coming to an end. But friends, I was so happy, I was so pleased with this. It was just absolutely gorgeous throughout the entire season from spring to now. So I definitely will be planting this again. So this one is the Amarand Josephs C. Alright friends, up next from Baker Creek, this one is Kilimanjaro. This one is your marigold. Yes, it's different from your regular yellow orange looking marigold. This is what it looks like. There's a lot of spent blooms on here, but let me see if I could give you a good bloom to show you what it looks like. So this is what I would say it looks like. Alrighty, so with this one, would I plant this again? This is my take on this one. It's beautiful. I did a lot of clippings for cut flowers with this one, and I absolutely enjoy it. However, not sure if you noticed this, it grows like a shrub. Just look how massive this is, okay? I like when my marigold are smaller, compact. This looks like a rose bush, like a shrub, right? That's my only, I don't want to say negative thing about it because it might be positive to you, but that's my only drawback with this marigold. It got this big as a shrub, but it's beautiful. I love it for cut flowers. And I don't know, would I plant this again? I don't know, but we'll see. If I do, I'm gonna put it in a space where it could just spread out and be its own and not so much within. But I put it here along the roses, in the roses, because marigold is supposed to be a good companion plant for insect prevention and stuff like that. So that's why I put marigold in between with the roses. But I do recommend it, but just keep in mind you may want to give it its own space because it grows as a shrub, as you can see. So once again, this is the Kilimanjaro white marigold. Alrighty friends, up next from Baker Creek we have Salvia Summer Jewels Red. Oh my goodness friends, I will plant this again. Yes, I just love it. So here we are. I'm going to show you some we have in containers. They look like a droopy because it's been dry, so I need to water the plant, so that's why they're looking like this. But friends, it bloomed endlessly, as you can see. Just look at the blooms on here. And the hummingbirds love this, friends. They love it. So those were done from seeds, and I put one in here also. Let me give you a very close-up of the blooms. Do you see that? So I do recommend this, and I definitely will be planting the Salvia again. Let me pan around here and see if I have any more here. Yep, here we are. Yeah, we have another one over here. And I even did one on this end too. It grows profusely. It's beautiful. The red is so different. It's such a striking red, and it's beautiful. Great for the pollinators. So I definitely will be planting this again. And I even still have some seeds left over in here. Alright friends, let's move on to another Salvia. This is the Amo Purple. Do you see that? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Would I plant this again? Yes friends, let me show you what they look like. And friends, all these seeds I started from inside. Yes, so here we are. Tell me what you think. I think it's a perfect color when you look at it. So here it is, and this one is a perennial, but the red one is an annual, so it will not return. And look at what I'm seeing over here. So maybe this is from seeds because it shouldn't look that small, right? So maybe that's a seed that fell there and it's giving me another plant. But the purple ones are perennial, as I said, and they will return. And friends, I did not cut this back because it was young. I left it alone, and look how good it looks, right? It's beautiful. Let me go around. I have more on the other side, and I think it looks a lot like the picture. It's beautiful. And I have it here in the rose garden, and here we have another one of it right there, and I have another one over here, and I think I even put some in the hummingbird garden. But yes, I'll definitely plant this a more purple salvia, and I do have some seeds in here, friends. And I'm taking you to my flamingo garden bed, and I think this is my favorite, maybe one of my favorites from seed. Yes, I'm sure you saw this in other videos. This is the Cleome, my first time with Cleome, friends. I started this from seeds, and I got maybe 5 or so, and I tucked them in between here, but I think the squirrels got them, but it's okay. But friends, I was so happy, or I am so happy with this, I should say. And you could see all these, I think these are more seed heads in here. So this is not an perennial for me, so it will die back. And I'll show you the seed packet, what it looks like in the seed packet. So this is it on the seed packet. Rose Queen, it says it takes 60 days to bloom, and I think I got this from Walmart or Target, just one of those garden centers I got it from. And it says stunning cluster of delicate pink blooms and rose colored buds provide regal beauty all season. Stems reach 4 feet or more. As you can see, friends, you see how tall that looks? That is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, friends, and I don't think it's an annual for me, so I'll definitely be collecting some of these seeds, but I'll wait until they naturally dry on the plant, and I definitely will be doing this again. And I strongly recommend Cleome. It's beautiful, and the pollinators love it, and it was so easy to start from seed. Yes, friends, very, very easy to start from seed. And here's a view of what it looks like. It's whimsical. I don't know, it's just different. I like different things, so one of my favorites. All right, friends, up next we have King Coral Celosia, and excuse me, I have to hold this upside down because the bottom is where the seeds coming out from. But here, this one is another Celosia, crested mixed color. This is from Raw Seeds I told you guys about, and then this one I think was from Target. Let me show you these, friends. I am so impressed with these ones. I will definitely be doing them again. So these again, I started from seeds inside, and I planted them and I just left them alone. I didn't even give them any special care, nothing. I did nothing to them, and just look at that. It's beautiful. And I know I've read before they could be top heavy, but as you can see here, the stem very, very strong, so they're not tumbling over or anything. As you can see, they grow upright and firm. And look at the beauties, friends. They're so pretty. Just look at that. It reminds me of a brain, right? And here's the other one right here. So I definitely will be doing more of these next year. And here we have more underneath here. And these are annuals for me, so I'll start more again, which I'm excited too. And this one looks like it's a different one. This one is a fan shape. Do you see that? But this one is more of the brain, the coral. Let me go around and see if I find any more. Yep, and here we have another one. I really wish I planted more of those because I'm loving them, and they're so different, and they're good for fall. They're good. If you look at the garden centers, they have a lot of celosia in the garden centers around the fall season, like late summer into fall. They have a lot of them. And here's another one. Just love it. Strongly and highly recommend starting these from seeds. It was so easy. And up next, friends, one of my favorite plants I love to start from seed and I love to propagate is Coleus. Just look at this. These were from the dollar store. They were like 50 cents a pack, friends. I did one pack or half of a pack, and I did a tray of them. I gave to my girlfriend. I shared them, and I still have a couple of there. I didn't even plant as yet, but you don't need a lot of this. You get one pack of seeds and you would only use just maybe half of it, if that much. Okay, so here it is. It needs some water. I do have to water these plants when I'm done here with you. And with these, friends, if you buy a specialty ones, you can propagate them inside, and that way you have it for the following year. But if you buy just this normal one, I don't know the type these are, you don't have to do that because they're so easy to start from seed. So I'll show you which one I definitely will be propagating for next year, but these ones I won't because I have seeds left back. So here is this one, so pretty. And with the Coleus, they like the shade, they don't like the scorching sun. And then over here, look at this one. This one is so pretty. You can see it has like the paint splash in there. They come in all different types. So this one I'll be propagating because for whatever reason I only have one of that. And this unusual one, this is the only one I have, friends. So I'll be propagating this. I have no clue what it is, and this was the only unusual one. And let me show you where I have them here. Finally, I decided to plant them out. I had 2 of this container and I shared, friends. I still have these ones left over. I might just tuck them in somewhere because I really don't need any more. But that's my point. You just need 1 packet of seed and you just go from there. They're so easy to do. And then right behind here, those are from seeds too. And here we have here. And these, friends, they were sitting in the nursery container I have over there, the seed starting container, and I recently, maybe a few weeks, I potted them up. Otherwise they would have been bigger than this, but I'm like, I have to get them in pots. So that's what I did here. So pretty. I love this one with the lime green edges. There's another one over there. Definitely recommend Coleus. You plant them for the foliage. They're just beautiful. If you don't want to deal with deadheading plants and all that stuff, get Coleus. You would love it. And then over here, friends, let me show you this. These ones are from seed too. It's just a plain green. And this one I did from seed. These 2, these were from Lowe's. Yes, I got it for, when was that? It was in spring. They were giving away like a small 4-inch container if you have a Lowe's credit card. So I got this as a reward. And these 2 I definitely will be taking clippings from them because I don't have any seeds that will give me Coleus looking like these. I call these the special ones, right? So these I definitely will be propagating. But once again, Coleus, they're so easy to start from seed, friends. It's really easy. So try it for the next season and let me know how it turns out. Let me go around the garden and see if I'm missing any other plant I started from seeds so I can share that with you. Up next is this super Bima giant rose petunia from Baker Creek. I'm not sure if you saw when I was talking about this, and I wanted to make that donut to replicate this, friends, but when I came out here, the blooms were gone. I don't know what happened, if the squirrels got the blooms, but they were gone. I'm not sure if I'll be getting any more blooms. I keep eyeing it to see, but it's okay. You know what? I really enjoy this. So I definitely will be buying more of this next year and I'll be planting more. It did a fantastic job in the garden and the blooms were spectacular. I really enjoy this super Bima giant rose. Yes. Hi friends, and in my hummingbird lane I have here, this is a Cardinal Climber. I did these from seeds. And what I love about this, yes, the blooms for the hummingbirds. Do you see that? It's been blooming, but I love the foliage, right? Just look at the foliage on here. And I put 2 trellis on each end because this is a vine and you know vines can get crazy, right? So anyway, so with this Cardinal Climber vine, it says gorgeous, brilliant, deep scarlet colored trumpet starting in midsummer. Loved by hummingbirds. It says deep green, finely cut, feathery foliage add to the attraction, and I do agree with that. It did bloom, and it is blooming still, and I'm just loving it. It did a really great job in here, so I definitely will be planting this again for the hummingbirds. And it's an annual in my area, so it wouldn't survive my winter, but we'll see. Who knows? You never know with these plants sometimes, right? So this is the hummingbird lane, I call it. I just have 2 lanes here for the hummingbirds. So I recommend this, but just be careful where you plant it because I always think plants with vines, they could be invasive because they're vines, right? They just spread everywhere. So just keep that in mind if you decide to put this in your garden. All right, friends, another flower I did from seed is this Dalia Puma mix. I think I got this at Walmart, and look at that, we have a pollinator on here. Look at the bee, friends, just loving it. Anyway, friends, so would I do this again? I definitely will do this again. These blooms are so dainty, and I love how they're so small, right? They're really cute. So I definitely will be doing this again and give it a try. I did these inside, and what I've learned from doing seeds this year, friends, is that some of the seeds I probably could have started outside. You just have to make sure you have a good planner. Maybe use your phone and put dates in there, so that way you stay on top. Because friends, I did a lot of seeds, okay? So the key is to be organized and making sure you stay on top of when you should start the seed, because some seeds germinate longer than others, and you just have to make sure you, what I do, I come backward when my first frost date is gone, so that way I know when I can start the seed. So just get a notebook, write it down, plan it out, take your phone and just see what is what, read the directions in the packet, and you can be successful with seed starting too. Anyways, let me take you over to the other side and I'll share with you this seed I started, and I'm just loving it. Alrighty, friends, here we are. So this is your Alyssum, friends. These were from the dollar store, okay? I strongly recommend Alyssum. They're so easy to start. You just throw them in a container and that's it. That's it. Make sure you keep the soil moist until it germinate, and then for me, they're on their own, as I like to say. But I love the Alyssum. These were from seeds. I just sprinkled some in the container, and I'm in zone 6B, 7A, friends, and they're not supposed to survive my zone, but they do, and they have. And I'm gonna share with you this one. Do you see this? Look at this beauty. This was from the birds or the wind. I did not plant this Alyssum. So if you have Alyssum in your garden, do not be surprised if you see them popping up anywhere. Alyssum is a plant, I don't mind it popping up anywhere in the garden. Look at that, it's so whimsical, it's beautiful. The pollinators love it, and it has such a lovely smell, yes. And look what I did here. This is the walkway. And it just hung itself over here. I'm just loving it, and I did more of them, but that's okay. But let me show you those I have in the containers. Alrighty, friends, so here I have some in the containers, and it is summer, and you know how the plants get all stressed out around this time of the year. So friends, I was gonna cut this back, and I just left it alone, and it's reblooming. So that's something I learned from the Alyssum. Leave it alone, don't cut it back, it reblooms, okay? And that's just from my experience. And this is from seed also, and it's just like everywhere. Do you see all that? And I'm not sure if you saw when I was telling you guys about the Alyssum in the winter, it was blooming for me, yes, and it finally died off in, I would say, spring. Let me show you which one. Here it is, this one. Not sure if you saw my videos when I shared this with you, right in the container here, and it was blooming. I had snow, and these blooms were on the Alyssum. And then in spring, it just died off, and I did nothing, friends. And look at that, it's coming right back up. And then here we have more over here. So it's very whimsical. So I strongly recommend putting this in your garden. And just look at this view here. I really wish maybe next year I could put some on one side, so that way it cascade over the walkway. That would look so pretty. Just look at that, isn't it, friends? I have to share this with you. This is my bonus plant. This is Pansies, yeah. So I did two kind of Pansies. One was from Baker Creek, and then the other one was from the dollar store, friends. We're in August, okay? It's hot. These Pansies are still blooming. I found a special way how I germinated these, because I've heard that they're very hard to germinate. So I definitely will be posting that video at some point, so you guys can learn from that. But look at this, they're still going well. So I'm experimenting. I'm leaving them here alone and see if they're supposed to come back in spring. I don't know, my first time with these from seeds, so we'll see. But I'm very excited about these, friends. Yeah, Pansies blooming in the summer, and Pansies is naturally a cool weather plant, right? And then here we have another one here. This is the white one. Do you see that? So I'm leaving it alone and see what happens to these ones that die back, if they will come back. But I wanted to give you that bonus in there. Oh, and friends, over here in my pollinator garden bed. This is milkweed I did from seed, but guess what I did? I used the winter sowing method. So I got a ton of seedlings and I put them everywhere in the garden. So I think somewhere here, this might be the mama plant, but then these are the seedlings I did in the winter sowing method. I put some in the hummingbird garden lane, and I just sprinkled some just everywhere I could. So here they are. This is your milkweed. So pretty. So I'm keeping my eyes on here because what happened is that in fall the seed pods should form somewhere on the plant, so I could do the same process all over again. And with milkweed, friends, you have to be careful which one. So you have the common weed, milkweed, and then you have the butterfly milkweed. This one is the butterfly milkweed. The common one, I've read that they could be invasive. Their roots get everywhere. This one is probably the better one to have, this butterfly one I have here, but the common one, you want to be careful with that. And friends, I went to a local garden center, privately owned one, and friends, I'm gonna insert it for you. I was so impressed. They had just an area, large area outside just for the monarch butterflies. I even saw a yellowtail butterfly. They even name it because they said it comes there all the time, but I was impressed. There was a ton of seed pods, but the ones they had, that one was a common milkweed, but the guy said they just do it there for the monarch and the yellowtail butterflies to come. So I thought it was really cool that nursery dedicated a large spot in their nursery area outside just for the monarchs. That was really cool to see. But I'm gonna insert that so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Friends, I hope you enjoy this tour of my seed starting flowering garden. And let me know what seeds you try this year and what are your thoughts. Would you do it again, or would you recommend it, or would you not do it again? And I just wanted to share this with you because now is the time to think about fall and what you want to put more of in your garden for the following year, right? So definitely I already started my list and I already have some items in my shopping cart, so I know what I want to purchase and what I probably don't want to get again. But I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'll be sharing more of these beautiful blooms with you in the weeks coming. Look at that bee. And take care of yourselves now. Until next time, friends, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this, and let me know down in the comment below what flower was your favorite you did from seeds this year.